Hello Boundless citizens, I am Boundmore and this is Boundless Fortnightly. We are almost a month away from Lovestruck event, but I will start with the Valentine's Day competition organized by Oortbusters, as it extended till the 1st of March. I like to think myself it is more about taking part, having fun, competing well, learning in the process. In the Olympic Games spirit. And the fact there were prizes to be won is just a side bonus for those who get votes for their work. The prizes went to Shorty and Orion G, who finished voting, tied on top. And then Cassandra, who got the third best result in voting. Here are the winners: Shorty's Teddy Bear, Orion G's Love Lodge, and Cassandra's Café d'Amour. On top of that, host sponsored a 250,000 consolation prize for all remaining participants. And that way everyone walked away with something. Great idea to make everyone feel appreciated. Biggest kudos go to Two-Face Wicket and Oortbusters for organizing the competition and many other before, as well as for the next one already announced. This time it's about dinosaurs. Looking forward to it. Let's move on to another event, the Experience Valley anniversary. I talked about the valley in one of the episodes last year. It's a place consisting of small houses that can be claimed by players to use it for power leveling. Each house has a set of machines allowing you to craft stone from rock and then refine it. You can bring your own rock, but should you be short of material, Experience Valley will provide it for you. If you'd like to help this initiative, you can donate rock by sharing your own stash or by coming to this place, the Rockfest on a sovereign world. Here you can mine rock yourself, before handing it to Mrs. Star. You can choose how much you share and how much you keep, maybe you like the colors, and you're welcome to keep all resources that you get in the mining process. Anyway, the Experience Valley is 1 year old now, and on the 24th of February, Mrs. Star organized a loot drop in the excellent and impressive opera, the very one where the famous Phantom dwells. Just take a look around at all the blood and gold dripping from walls. I don't mean actual blood, just the color. No one was hurt making this place. Maybe apart from Mrs. Star, defeated when falling from higher parts of the build.
Aye.
You will have to ask her about that though. Even though the opera is not fully finished yet, the front, the main hall and the stage with seats for audience, including balconies higher up, is all ready and it looks gorgeous. As for the loot drop itself, it was all about Mrs. Star grappling the ceiling high above and dropping random stuff from her inventory while swinging around. All of us below had to jump around trying to catch as much as we could. I caught a few things myself even, before taking a seat on the side to record this hilarious group dance with Mrs. Star hovering over the bunch of looters. Meanwhile, on my sovereign, I was busy laying down new streets and putting name signs as well. Here we can see a corner blocked by bushes and a grassy stretch of flower field. I had a few emergency beacons there for some drops that I don't have storage for yet. Yes, after 2 years of building this town, I still haven't completed all storages. Anyways, I decided it was time to build a street here and finish some of the missing storages. And here is the almost final effect. Some finishing touches still waiting to be executed, but this is pretty much how the new street layout looks like. There is the reclaim office. Each of my 6 alts have their own office, each in a separate beacon, of course. So every time I have a beacon to reclaim by any of the characters, I can do it here, in this building, and move reclaimed items to chests, if needed, before they eventually find their way to relevant storages. And as I mentioned, not all storages have been built yet. Then there is the Glimbo Depot, where I mean to drop whatever shit I bring from Glimbo meteors, before redistributing them to the relevant storages. Just like Reclaim Office, this is basically a temporary place to dump things before moving them on. But this time it's for Glimbo stuff. Finally, the Dump Shed. A lovely name for a place that is likely to be turned into a clutter of all things possible that I get from messing around my sovereign or different worlds. I mean stuff that semi-randomly lands in my inventory when I clear areas when building or explore planets, etc. Resources I always drop to ready storages right away, but I often have bits and pieces of blocks and such that I want to get rid of quickly, so this is another temporary drop-off point. Here is another bit I built recently. We are behind a town hall and its garden, another unfinished part of town by the way, and it's leading to the lake, where I will build a jetty or a marina of sorts later. Up until now I had a narrower path here, but now it's a proper street like all the other ones, with its own lighting. And I called this one Town Hall End. Last but not least, I turned another path into a street here as well, in the gap between the two houses. This one leads to the Stonehenge, which, as you can see, I transformed into a bit more interesting and colorful thing than the pile of rocks and dirt it is in its original shape. And the short stretch of a street is called Stonehenge End. Anyways, why don't I give you a quick tour of all the new name signs around town? And that's it for this episode of Fortnightly. As always, thank you very much for watching and remember to stay boundless.